luakme pashudushu opoyo unubino. Opoyo unubino gama duang lobo. NRM oye. Museven oye. Adongela oye. Luakme pashu man enan ame atia bebe yakina u adana geni ninde para ninde pieru achiel wuni yera wunu mewo wo pokopa me aduong lobo kobo aworo masana bero be yakina u akobini wano kubu jegela yelo kede jegela yelo peora mo kubu jegela yelo kede jegela rema pien ka wano kubu jegela yelo kede kalo kene petiki toro awano wo pokede jama me aduong lobo kobo no akopi woni jama amono woro kede jora mere ginna wana wo pa ma duong lobo kobo pola igwinyi wuti akobo kobi ko match igwinyi takobo kobi ko pi uti akobo kobi ko yo jameni ka wuri ora wunu ane na wo wopu yore. Your Excellency, I have been telling them.
I have understood it. You come here, you come because you are saying that you are going to bring a match,
I said I am going to follow up the pages that you have talked about.
Yes.
Especially about the power.
I have followed everything. Nobody can backbite me in law. You tell them, nobody can backbite me in law.
Nien ngata romo quote ilebwani petie. Ngeo lebwani dushu. Kayini kobo ene wofu dushu yore.
Thank you. Come and I give you the
Ababu chingwa po bukiene. NRM oye. Elo oye. Aduang lobo luwe. Me wodong mi yedong bandera. Imaki. Pot pe pa hoba kita mera pak kere ba hoba donyi kona. Pot pe guer kuir kita mera guet kere do ba donyi kona. Weka meda. Weka meda. Hoba donyi kona. Weka meda. Aduang tia meyo imate low bandera me NRM go uni jiro po unu. Aduang lobo me officially NRM flag to Imat Janet Elo. Thank you very much. Official candidate of NRM Woman MP race for Dokolo. Thank you very much, Imat Elo. Poyo matek, Imat. Ngweshi. Yaya. Put yot. Game unu. Poyo. Oh, sound controller yubdong where me kugulo ko bedo terra. Medgir medmano. Poyo matek ilo tiu ma bendera ko NRM go uni jira me jolle unu. NRM timalu. Poyo matek.
Apoyo.
Sound controller.
Apoyo ruak me Dokolo.
Thank you, the people of Dokolo.
Queer Mabel.
Bolwunu queer vote well.
Queer for Adongo.
Bol queer boradon.
Apoyo matek.
Poyo no matek. Yobdong wer me kugulo ka duon wer kuchui kakare. Ate mi yitwero aite tuku. Ya unu malu, ya chungunu malu, jame obera bere ya unu malu, timubere ya unu malu.
And the Bible says there is time for everything.
Bible kobune chawa tiepi ginor dushu.
Where many people make mistakes.
Kana pola jo wigi wilu kote timubali ye.
They think today is the only time.
Ginta oni tindong ena dong twera dushu kadung petin perutini no kenne.
And they make mistakes.
manu po beru gina ber.
So I want to congratulate my daughters.
Dong pi manu tia me to po yo nyira na ni babu chin wa po unugi.
Lalam and the other girls.
Lalam kera nyira no po yun matek.
For remembering that teaching of the Bible.
Po yun ba punyo me ti jirino.
There is time for everything.
Kyawa tie pi jami dushu.
I am here as proof of that.
Anatikan achal bala por kera teni me kop me Bible lo eno.
I told you that I started doing political work in the 1960. This is 64 years ago.
Ana ko be oni acha ho kopi bieni mo hapira bichel mandung mo hapira bichel we ngwena ndo beriye.
And I've told you how we had to leave, I mean the government, to go and fight.
Date ko be kita wando bin kwero ke government min yi wate wango te donyi lum chako lwen.
But in the fighting, we always stood down for other people.
Any lwenyen unu daw jalle pi jokenne.
I was telling Lalam, sit down and listen.
Kwa yo Lalam ni koy bet win.
I was telling Lalam, by that time the NRM was the Fronasa was the most powerful group.
Achoka beda mone karno nu pati na na cha maulun fronasa niana do nu tekaloa loa.
On the ground.
Ite dero.
But they gave us only 2 seats.
Teko bi wan chwal jar yo keken.
I was the leader of Fronasa.
Anu no bera tela gime fronasa.
I did not nominate myself.
An pe teko bi ando woti koma piana na do telogi.
I nominated Father Okoth.
Father Okoth. Atechwalo Father Okoth.
And Elia Kategaya.
Karachel Keriria Kategaya.
To represent us on the NCC. It was called NCC.
Gindong te would chungi wai kachohera ditasha.
It was later when they had to get a formula how to get me in because I was not in.
Gindo te tikeri wiki agin ngeo metamoni an mira beri ye kunu pianando nu party ye jama beri out kunasha.
When we were in the bush, we united with the Professor Lule.
Karameanati Lum, one to Kuber kere Professor Lule.
And we made Professor Lule the chairman.
One to Kereni Lule, yin worry bed won't come.
I was vice chairman.
Anatebera Lobe.
So when you humble yourself, God will bring you up.
Kai mo legiri te dog ping, obanti mer koi babuching we manudang.
So I am very happy with the Lalam and with the other girls for humbling themselves.
Ya yom kere Lalam kere nyiro kenen dushu menu atete dog ping.
And I'm here as a proof that humbling yourself is not a mistake.
Anatie kan me bera chalbala por me atete ni nu ate dog ping peuber balor ke kenda peuber goro.
Because eventually God brought me up.
En agerete tinga malu.
Thank you very much. You can go to the other thing. You can go. Those who want to go can go.
Your Excellency, as I go with the rest, sir.
I will handle that.
Po you babu chin wa duko ni manu ene woti ye babu chin kong by po unu dang.
So I had told you that NRM came as a force of dealing with people's needs.
Ana ko beu ni no jobu mi
is housing,
kiremeka buru nyowudi
is poverty,
kere chan kopi kom luanyi kom chan
is peace,
karachel kere kuch
is the roads,
kere kop me yo
is education.
puonyere.
These are the needs of the people.
Manu beri jama me luag mero.
And I was looking in the file here.
Unuatia neno o ibuhe na kan.
In Dokolo.
I Dokolo kan.
Dokolo Keken.
Dokolo Keken kong only Dokolo alone.
There are now 10 government secondary schools.
Chukula government tido apari I Dokolo Keken.
Apar secondary schools.
10 secondary schools. Babu chingwa puo ba jome Dokolo.
You have heard, I have been here for a long time.
Winyu na ber ando ri alalach.
1960, when we got independence,
Ikarwanu no lodge kani mo hapira bichel no.
there was not a single government secondary school or even any secondary school in Lango.
Chukul la gamente morke ken me puonyo tini senior no petie lao.
These other schools, the Lango College, they came later after independence.
En which allow college no kana gini dushido binichien.
The only secondary school in the north was Sir Samuel Becker.
Kar chukulu no tie tumor me Uganda mo ber ma gamento no beru Sir Samuel Becker metigulu.
And it was not even an A-level school.
Daw no petunu na heklasha bi senior big kera bichel.
That's why boys from Sir Samuel Becker were coming to Ntare. There were only 5 A-level schools in Uganda.
Eno meo reiki winyo ne jo tie ho kwan senior ngwen gulu tie wot Ntare tie wot kwene piano no.
Not Angwen, a beach.
Piano no chukula me senior big kera bichel ti ye tigina big kekeni Uganda.
This was Budo,
Nuti Budo,
Chisubi,
Nuti Kisubi,
Ntare,
Gayaza, Keregayaza, Namagunga.
Somebody said Nabingo, although me I was not very sure, I never heard about it.
Ngatorko ntetemo kubuni Nabingo da nutieto an pe apoyo tutwali karinacha ka no Nabingo dang tiye.
These were the only A-level schools.
Manu no ka beru kar chukula me opunyo jo senior big kere bicheli.
But Lango did not have even an O-level school at independence.
Ento lao kar no kari na hamana jo gihi ye senior ngweni da no pay lao.
Lango College came after independence.
Lao college te bini yonge gamo lodge ken.
And all the other few schools.
Kere dong eno kena te bibina chien.
But now you hear that now, in Dokolo alone, there are 10 government secondary schools.
Amande wini doholo ke kenti ye chukula gamente gina par. I
was looking at the primary schools. There are 60 government primary schools in Dokolo.
Achorong me punyo tin primary class chelna ya ber tidong gin pier bichel we Dokolo kan.
The roads.
Kop me yo.
The road from Soroti to Lira was Maram.
Yo yai Soroti wot kerena lera rekti gweng.
We have tarmacked it.
Etu monu wanu kero lamo ko ye dushu.
And now we are doing it again.
Amanu tida honua yo keto dog lama pota beri yonge.
And we have got plans for the other roads.
Now tiu me de me ti yu chora pi yo kenne.
Like Dokoro, Amoratar, Namasari. That one we are planning to tarmac it.
Koi babu chingu bai manu kai do pe puau nu jome me doholo. Man yo me doholo wot kerena namusale dushu dongu tia ti yu chora mere.
Even later on, the road from going through Aleptong all the way to Kotido, through my area, through Barile, through Adwari, that road also we shall tarmac it.
Lobu ke yo kana matia bay tunga me wot kerna tukire bay na tu bar legi wot kera duar gi dushu manu dushu dong tikere tia chora mer ti do wor ni ma cha ko tikie.
But because when we do all this, we are not using witchcraft to do the roads.
Mandu ka wano tiu timu kori mandu nupo tiu tiki taunyo tiu tiu tiki jo jok me yo ni woranyim.
We use money.
Tiu keri kiente.
And money is not found in the sand here.
Kiene da peo depo ka chien rien kiti.
It is, we must struggle to earn the money.
Miri yele ko mi kwa tino men mungu kiente.
That's why we say, mot, you go far.
Eno me uko ni momot tera de dehipi.
And that's why we are able to do this today, tomorrow something else, tomorrow something else.
Eno me wanu tiu jami yore tino timo man dihi machada ho timo man.
But the proof is there.
Ento tigira nen kana ler.
If NRM can build 10 secondary schools in Dokolo only,
ka NRM twergero chukul me secondary gina pari Dokolo ke ken put.
Without talking about a patch, without talking about the other parts of Lango. When at independence, there was not a single secondary school in the whole of Lango. Why do you doubt its capacity to do even the work that is not yet done?
Kara do itwero dong kala ningo ni NRM petwero tiyu jamu kana dong ka kundo tiyu ene initi neno niuko.
If we can have done the 10, we shall do the 20, we shall do the others.
Ka tinu tima pa di hutimu piero di mo timu eno kana do hote medna jamu kana ye.
You are talking of the electricity, March.
Itiko bunu kop me match.
March I can see the wires there.
Atia neno waya tikan.
I don't know why they have not Jolo P to tap.
O peangi ungo me o jodung petia gamo match achwali yuri.
What is the problem?
Your Excellency, the problem is wires have moved, the lines have gone to many places, but they have never been switched on to enable the community to tap them into their houses. And there are other places where there are no extensions.
No, these big wires are going from Lira to Soroti.
Your Excellency, that's a major line which brings high voltage power where they cannot tap.
Yes.
That's the one you are seeing. But they will be able to extend power, the new project, to come to the areas where we don't have power, the 5 sub-counties.
By having a smaller wire.
Yes, smaller line which is used for domestic use and industrial use. But that is high voltage line which they cannot use, Your Excellency.
I know, but if it is here, then you have the smaller which would then tap for the homes.
Yes, Your Excellency, but there are about 5 sub-counties, even those ones under Rural Electrification Agency. There are 5 sub-counties where they have not yet extended. Much as even some other areas where they have extended, they have not yet turned the power on so that they can serve the community.
What is the problem? What do they say?
Your Excellency, there is no clear explanation from Rural Electrification Agency why people cannot still tap and why extension cannot reach the 5 sub-counties. You, the people of Dokolo,
I'm very happy to be here. Although it is in bad circumstances, when we lost one of our people, the late Cecilio Gual.
Akari kono ni uberi gumarachi karame wanu ruenyo ngaracheli yakina wa mani mat Cecilia Gual.
So I want us to pause for one moment and remember her.
May her
soul rest in eternal peace. Before the candidates move, I want to start by saying that there is a portion in the Church of Uganda prayer book which says they left undone what they ought to have done, they did that they ought not have done, and there is no truth in them.
I remember
that passage very well. Now, in politics, I don't know whether the man has translated it well in Langi.
Your Excellency, I did perfectly well.
Very good.
Thank you.
In politics, there is a lot of that. People live undone what they ought to do, and they do what they ought not to do, and there is no truth in them. Since independence, we wasted a lot of time because of that type of politics. When I come here, I am happy to come, but I'm also sorry when I see like my son, the boy, the MP, son of Goli. Goli was with me in Mbarara, 1979, where he was killed. He was with me, Goli.
Ka binu kan ya bere yoma petwer ka nero na hawuda dongeno MP Goli manu wota Goli rikwan beru kere chon ikar moro tutum barara.
We were together.
Ginu beru karachiel.
There was the tall man, the one who was working in the East African Railways, called Dokolo something. The tall fellow, he was working in the railways of East Africa.
Rikti lo mora bor no luoni ukelo atenyeo kaino rwenyo ko en rikti tiu yogar ko Uganda Railway.
It was called Dokolo. These are the ones. Oh, okay.
Ukelo
Okay.
nyare tie kan.
Well,
Dahomere Mino Tukelo, Your Excellency, his wife is here.
okay. So I remember him very well. He came with his huge Mercedes Benz.
Enric Yekero to Hamerma series or a Kyolrik and Wayekere.
Now, so many people died. So many people died because of the political confusion.
Dang your Apollo to and your top, Ruju make up me with beer.
And the confusion started from before independence.
Dang Ruju New Chahera Medang Lloyd can put Peru in Uganda.
Because the people introduced the politics of identity.
Piani Karinasha Jo, may be no Kelly Jo, Nuti Jo, Cope with beer, Nuruko may with beer, may again, my Jo man, young Anna in one group were in, may with beer.
No, they were not asking the question, what do people need? They were asking the question, who are you?
Ginrik pe openya pen, ame wangi unu tituola menena laj ni luak ngoa me luak miro. Ero gin unu tikau na nunenu ngoa me gin no miro.
Are you a Protestant? Are you a Protestant?
Apenya ritiene yini beru geri.
Are you a Catholic?
Yini nyo bera toli.
Are you a Muganda?
Yini bera nam.
Are you a Northerner?
Nyo yini yai tumalu me Uganda.
Are you a Southerner?
Nyo yini yai to walk yang.
That was the politics.
And we be a mekarina to nubera manno.
Instead of saying that all people are God's people,
Akakarikopo ni luak dushu beru joban.
what politics should do is to ask them what they need. All of them, what are their needs?
Ame we be a kokome miru penyere. Yonien dushu ame beru luak palbani mirigitiye ningo.
Now, this is where I was in those old parties.
En gino meo anu nuo anu nu pe ati ko ripati ame bera manuno.
Initially, I was in DP
Anu nu ati DP
because of the politics, sectarian politics in Ankole.
Pieno nu ti we be me poha to twala me nu ti turu ay ankole.
That politics of who are you instead of what do you need
Eni ko we be nena ko buni penyo kan yin beru nga kaka penyo ngo aptia ber piru.
was everywhere.
Unu do romo kanor dushu.
And in Ankole it was the same.
Na habotwa ay ankole da no Roma.
So because of that, I became a member of DP.
Pimano angiro te donyo ko ipoti me DP.
From 1960, I was a member of DP.
Chake mo apia bichel anu nu adonyo ko do DP.
But along the way, through the student movement, we started seeing the mistakes of that type of politics.
Enti kar morko no amedo adonyo ko itela me tin kwan atero dang nen no igogoshu ko itela me poti me DP.
And by 1965, not only DP, even the other groups.
Dang pe onu tikai DP ke kanu nu tina hai poti su kanen dushu.
So by 1965, our student group started saying, no, it should be politics of what people need, not politics of who they are.
Imo apia bichela bich achar bara wano tela me tin kwan ado wa cha yabere. Uteko buni wibi pe mier bed ngo ame iryonge yu group e jo morno ameto. Er mier bed ngo ame luak me Uganda ti ameto.
So there was confusion. 1966, Mtesa fought with Obote, then confusion. Then now, all this time,
Luany ter beratie grupo boret chako luany grupo kabaka tidong kelu nyoba duong tutwal wando te beri group wa metela motin kwana menene watia tircha.
now by 1960, I finished university. 1970, I finished university.
Mwa hapiera beru nono ando atetie ko kwana university ko.
So when I came, because of the new thinking of don't look at who people are, look at what they need.
Ikarado atie ko kwana te donyo ho pitien kop me peneno miriang ara chela chel ento nena lachi ngoa meluang mero.
I talked to my elder, Museven. Byanyima was our leader of DP in Ankole.
Ana te binu lokera duong bianyima pienendo ikareno bero dana dita me jo woro amenuti DP amen beri ankole.
I said, why don't we join UPC?
Ana te ko bene pingo pe odonyo ko tela ipoti me UPC.
Because yes, we're in DP, but now UPC is still there. Why don't we join with them and work and see how to solve our people's needs?
Ate ko bene kari kono be DP dang tie pingo pe odonyo me oberu no karachieli UPC me we honenu yore me chobu miria luak me Uganda ngoa me luak tia mito.
Museven said, no, those UPC are thieves. They are thieves. They can't join them.
Aduong bianyima te ko bi petuere jono kum jone nanu gino tele me UPC no beru kuo ke kenan pere mo donyo ruwer ketgi.
They are not principled.
Dang pe mo tam gi te chui ya teni.
But me, I went and I joined the UPC in September 1970.
Ento ani duwe ma bong weni mo hapiera beru nono anate donya te word joining UPC uko.
I went to their office along in Tebe Road. They had an office somewhere there.
Office gi moro rikti in Tebe Road anate binu word kunasha.
There was a man called Otimoriem. Otimoriem was the one who was there. Otimoriem.
Riktielo nor kunasha me oluoni Otimoriem.
So I joined the UPC and I met Obote. I met them. I said, we have been in DP, but I have come to support you.
Anate word kunaya te nungu gia te nungu Otimoriem te nungu bora te ko bia duong anre hunua ti UPC. Et nure hati DP et amando binu ko me binu tamonia ti ke du karachiel.
So that we develop our country
Me we honenu kireme dongo lowa.
and bring peace.
Ai kaute ke lunu kuch.
And we made ideas about how to strengthen the security.
Ai kaute nenu dang tam me jingu kuch me lowa.
One of the ideas I brought to them was, let us, we, the educated people, join the army.
Ana te binu me yo gitam ni me yo dongo kucha be we wanu kene unu ni ame unu puonyere moro be beri o donyo unu koi mon.
Because you cannot have an army of illiterate people.
Pien pe romo beru kere ke ya me ngeji pe monya me kuya ping.
Because they don't know what they are doing.
Pien pe rang nu ngeo na gina gino tiuti.
But they didn't listen.
Eto jope te winyu kopani.
So, Amin made his coup in January the following year, 71.
Yonge kopani due ma chiel amin te tugulwanyo ko dang te toru gamendo ko.
When I made the coup, I called our group, student group, these Rugundas, Kategayas, I called them for a meeting.
Ichenga me amin toru lochi ni no ko kome ando te lungu wore wa group are kwano ticket ge tela me otin kwan which leria Kategaya ge Dr. Wakana Rugunda ge anate lungu ge ni na me toru lochi ye chawa bor.
We said we have been trying to work with UPC. Now Amin has come in. Amin doesn't understand anything. The only solution is to fight now.
Anate ko begini wanu no tiuta me tekwa ne konyu no UPC me wore dong chora wa ken na pirwa.
Even in the fighting, you had differences.
Na hakari donga wando te donyo ho metu gulwencha wana no tikere poha wa yakinawa.
So many differences. Thinking, for instance, they didn't allow women in the army to fight.
Apo rik duoi tam tutwari ilum kunaja pien tam jalwera.
Because they know how to pass the thread through the eye of the needle, which you cannot easily do, you the men.
Pien gin mon kai me ni ruak wuji wang pi ju timi ci pida me na jo petwer timu.
But anyway, we managed to defeat Idi Amin in spite of all those problems.
Kor kari kono beda mona me no tikeri gi gugo cha pola me te yelewa wan kur te binu loya minu ko.
But instead of getting together to work together, now new differences came. There are people who are UPC, who still don't want to work with NRM, to join NRM. They are still there. They are still there.
Umia mani da win ti jokene ti UPC. Pedang umero ni udonyo wotu ti karchel kiri jo ti NRM. Jono dang puti na Dokolo kan.
But many, because this is new, poverty and underdevelopment have been in Africa. So people are used to underdevelopment. They don't get excited. They just stay there when they are not doing well, but they don't notice it.
Kumdong Africa kan chian now koi kum jo kiri jama mo tima me petia ber twali o me jo neno ni kum do ber bagi nora mir bedung amani yakina jo.
But we have been telling you that you can all get out of poverty.
At one to ko be ni jo dushu rama yao koi chian.
And in the 1996 manifesto, we put out the plan for you.
It manifesto me pier bong wena bichel wanu binu kat to kiri chora pineno ni lonyo rama jo dushu.
We are saying that if you have got a small piece of land, 4 acres or less, this is the plan.
Wanu binu neno ni kai tikeri loba ramo e ka ngwen chora me ramo tikeri yene.
1 acre, put in coffee, if coffee can grow there.
Ka che nyumwony ramo tu kano e ka chelin wori ken mwony ye.
2nd acre, put fruits, especially mangoes, oranges, and so on.
E ka mar yomer tiketi nyik yem bala wicha emegi machungwa gi nyo jamu kene.
Acre number 3, grow pasture for the milk cows.
Eka number de te pitu chema do ye ugara me dong muru.
Acre number 4, put for charm, for the home, like cassava, the one you are growing now, the cassava.
Eka mang when te pitu chema ye ke tu wicha mogugi ye.
Then, if you are near the wetland, do fish farming.
Acho kai chegi but kulu ite wot kunyu dame rechi ye.
And chicken for eggs.
Ada te pitu gwen me ronywalo tongi.
In the backyard.
Manu keru kanor kanu.
And then piggery if you are not a Muslim.
Acho ka pe bere chilam ite dang yo buat ponu ni mor kanu.
These are the 7 activities I recommended. In 1996, then later on I repeated them. I came and made a tour in 2018. This is what we advised you.
Imwa hapiera abong wena bichel manu ber plan na meana donyu kere da te ber chatu tamer bot jo dushu chaki mwa ha tutumia ria para bora te wot kanor dushu men me yo tammi ne jo miruti kere pi kom jama biro ameana katu kere no.
It is in writing.
Da kere church.
And where people have done it, they are doing very well.
Kana me jo girubin winyu te chakuti yu te tiye ber twal.
So now this time we tried first of all NADS. They brought seedlings.
Ata mana worma jo time nerds uteke lukori.
Then Operation Wealth Creation with the soldiers.
Eka wealth creation dang te bino me kei enunu te tiye.
Now recently we have brought PDM.
Amani enu kele udong PDM.
So please, this is the real solution.
Manu bera gammi ko kome.
Because this is mine, not ours, but mine, as a family, as an individual.
Manu beru loku tam loku tamyo pirya char bara yin.
Because we made the tarmac road from Soroti to Lira many years ago.
Pian muakia pola karunge chata wanu yobu pula amcha ki Soroti na halera.
And from Lira to Kamdini.
Namantia ya lera wot Kamdini.
The road from Kampala to Gulu was done in 1963.
Yo yai Kampala wot Gulu na hariko temi mwa hapira bikiala deg.
So tarmac road is not a solution for Chan if you don't do other things.
Lam yo puri lama wanu beru kobuni manda pobera peg pobera gam megia chiama nyuchem.
You can have your Maber Khan and Chan Tie Khan also.
You can have very good road here, but poverty is still biting in the same place.
Yeah. They are neighbors.
John nukom beru karachielba.
What do you call neighbors? Neighbors.
Your Excellency, Lango lacks vocabulary, so they call neighbor jirani.
Oh, Swahili.
Yes, Your Excellency.
Yes. So you can have Korasi, jirani, with Chan.
Iromo beru kere lama me beru jirani ni ere chanda no puru keru kumiko.
Somebody gets from the house, a grass-type house, walks on tarmac, and tarmac, so with somebody with bare feet. is more terrible than the maram. The maram is better.
Inu dano tikera tina lumere more lagio enang tiberi lagio. Te yai wori tieni nonu di lam achote nungu di lam liet bai korikarin meru putu yitiena pura.
Because lami will burn your feet if you are barefoot.
Lam wao tiena raj kai ti wori tieni nono.
So please listen to that guidance of the NRM.
Winyunu ngwa me NRM ko biwu.
Lonyo, say it in a church, lonyo per household.
Lonyo pi wiwudi dushu. Lonyo pi o rachiela chiel. Winyeru numum. Niko kobuno karachiel. Lonyo pi o radi. Yes.
So please, don't waste time with so many things. This one here, please. First do that.
Pe balu no chawa mandang kan kod yele uno me luenyi kom chan me ora chela chel nung lonyo.
And now we have told you, we have sent you 100 million shillings each year per parish.
Aman wanu chwalu chiente botu million mia chela chel imwa ha chela chel parish chela chel.
How did you come to 1 million?
O chaho binu kere wele million mia chel ningo.
We took the example of coffee.
Unena pori kom mwany.
At that time, we said if each family who can grow coffee can grow an acre of coffee.
Ununeno ni kono nu pasha chela me piru mwany. Rompi tu mwany. Eka chel keken.
And get out of teach, may each keken.
Eka te yao kodo iman kori ticha wanu tiu ka pigia chama keken me yichien.
Because the big problem now in many areas has been teach, may each keken.
Pian pola teach, awanu beru tiyunu, we have been laboring only for the stomach, for food.
Not for the pocket.
Pe me yichiao.
So we said even if he did one acre.
Dono neno ni kame tika komkereka chel keken.
Of coffee.
Ame puru mwanye ye.
He would be getting about 10-12 million shillings a year.
Unu inu chenda ra million apart unu keri ya para riomwa hamwaha.
And we said, how much do you need to plant 1 acre of coffee?
Uteneno ni mepitu mwany eka chiel imi numi techili andi.
You needed 450 seedlings.
Chien wel nyig mwanya me mero tigin miang weni piera beach. Wel kori mwany. Miang weni piera beach.
For Robusta.
Manu mwanya me oluoni Robusta.
And that time the price for all these 450 was 180,000 shillings.
Dan wele mwany miang weni piera beach unutika laha chel tunya piera bor.
And that would leave you with 820,000 from the 1 million to do other things, to make the halls, to do this, to do that.
Ame manu no weho laha bor tutumia piera rio doi ko million cheli cha. Menen no jamu kena me miri team me yamunye ni dambe.
But if your area is not good for coffee, then you go for fruits.
Eto kakan global unity ye peber pipur mwany. In mer wori pid nyigien.
And the chura would even be better there for the fruits, apparently.
Eka chura mer teber roka ber pi nyigien na me yini ti puru kya. Dang da weho chen na ber.
So this is why we said 1 million.
En ngo me wa te katu ke chura me million na chel.
So if you handle 100 families each year,